The law that rules over true democracy, as in we the people, is controlled by these 7 methods used to combat each of the common failures, the fantasies, the tyranny of fools in government are. Number 1, we must make our own laws by public vote and participation, because whosoever makes the law rules society. Being completely aware and utterly suspicious of the words used, because these will be corrupted if they can. They will be attacked time and again in a true effort to seize power over society, as history proves time and again forever. Our protection from traitors are words plain and simple, without room for doubt. Protecting the definition of these words as well, because this form of corruption is also where laws and rights are attacked. 2. Controlling the currency of government by constitutional law is taking control over debt from our employees. By tying currency directly to the population count, establishes a specific number to each and every worker, therefore we know. If we all made the same, then I would know what is fair to be paid to me for my 40-hour week. Whatever the currency is establishes public knowledge, and knowledge is powerful. Therefore, I know if these or this group are taking too damn much. It takes a constitutional change to alter these, our decisions, by true and correct public vote. This takes a recurrent vote every few years to ensure the predators don't change the rules, gaining power back over you. 3. Controlling the economy by creating limited capitalism controls the greed, thereby the competition. By allowing every citizen to vote on just how much money or property or income anyone can attain in any given year or hold as a possession by any means, without our vote, this is the authority of true democracy. For I own the freedom and responsibility and choice for my life, but we own the opportunity to share this society and our resources by protecting ourselves with limits and boundaries, controlling all excess by you. Additionally, you may not hold, run, claim, advertise, or own any business other than the one you literally work in. Society returning to that limited capitalism vote every few years to ensure none are able to defeat our control over society or the nation itself is necessary. 4. Controlling our society by creating governmental decisions for ourselves requires that every new law, new change in the Constitution, or alteration in the realities designed to establish control by we the people owning our true democracy does mean ruling ourselves with the laws we create and the decisions we make. That demands, in order to maintain control, no law or decision can be erased or changed in the future unless a greater percentage of the people voting that did pass the law shall then agree to it. As with all decisions, the public must be made aware. That means control over all media shall exist to establish the true free press, or what is important to society, for society to know, rather than those who just simply entertain. We must establish knowledge which protects and defends democracy, world, and life, and will control that media by establishing published payment, the access, time, and spaces the press desire, and prove important to democracy and life. Voting to change by a higher percentage than did create these new laws and decisions means we will not be inundated with new efforts at every vote. It's hard, therefore it's not worth the effort. Or more simply, if 70% of the people made the law, then it takes 71% of the people to change that law, or edict, or right, or limit, or whatever it is. In that way, you keep out the predators who retain control over your rights. If the change you made is within constitutional guidelines as presented in the preamble of that document, then you may begin with not less than 60% in favor, so that extreme arguments need not occur and flexibility may exist for later, more clearly definable decisions. 5. Establishing new money means the resources and the work and the ability and the sacrifice are the foundation of currency or reality, as in wealth and poverty existing in society. Without resources there is no work or wealth. Without ability you are limited by ignorance as a society. Without sacrifice, as in I believe my work will benefit me later, there is no building a future for the nation or the world or yourself. Therefore, money is not a number, but a consistent relationship with society itself, a security created, or what is my value to the rest thereby shared. Begins with what are my options in food, true necessities, or potentially even shelter. The question to most clearly equal is established when the money is divided into 3 separate decisions. Need money is then given as the primary source of initial payment to all people. That limit establishes the same amount for all based on hours worked. The same first rights, rich or poor, then exist to buy necessities for survival in life. This limit throughout society constructs everybody as equal in their ability to buy food or other needs that controls peace and substantial equity in all work. Or more simply, rich or poor, we can all compete to buy with equal dollars for our equal needs as life. Because you can't buy this need with any other form of money, and society controls how much you get by vote. No tax allowed on this money. This is society's workforce. They deserve minimum fair compensation as in equal rights regarding food, etc. That amount governing need money is determined by society as their own vote, as well as what will be or will not be bought with that form of payment. That money used is returned to government to be exchanged for business money. The next tier of money is business, or more simply, this cannot be used for anything less than tools or distinct resources certified important and relevant to your own business. We will create all tax forms, deductions, etc. for ourselves. This money shall not be taxed until a profit has been shown for the business. This is society's workplace. It deserves space and time to establish itself. Once profitability exists, all other money beyond business expense, including without the owner taking any money outside of business purpose for themselves, or more simply, this is not yours. This business money belongs only to the business. The owner's salary is then business money returned to government in exchange for luxury or personal need money. As with all employees, that is your income. The third tier of money is for luxuries only, anything beyond need or business, which means simply if you're working hard, you should be allowed the freedom to rest or whatever seems right to you because freedom allows it, reality earned it. So long as you don't harm the environment or life or society intentionally, it is taxed at a rate society designs for itself. Trading between nations shall be resource-based, as governed by a world board associated with world law. All nations the same, one vote, no exceptions. 6. The power of weapons is a grievous reality that deserves a critical truth. More simply, we cannot control the vast numbers of men who have historically attempted to rape, pillage, ravage, destroy, murder, hate, enslave, and ransack other people without world law. We must have it. Reality pushes leaders to commit. Followers fail to find a solution without war. The only alternative to each of these is to establish the laws that we, the people of this world, shall make, to control our rulers, the leaders of nations, and make them obey our law. We do that together by defining the laws we demand our rulers shall not change or defy without being taken to court by this world for examination of what is true. Or if they are truly defiant to we, the world, and refuse our law, then simply they shall be killed so another can take his or her place. By controlling the policing of our world with officers of the law from every nation on earth, working as one force, thereby we will remove all kinds of weapons of mass destruction, including extreme methods of other kinds as decided by all humanity in stages. If leaders cannot lead to war, then followers can follow. It is a simple solution. Reality, as is the consequence of resource devastation, environmental destruction, extreme experimentation, mutation of nature, and more, must be dealt with by this policing force as well. Because your failure becomes our failure, your gamble becomes our death, and so on. When your need overwhelms what you built, as well as what you built, as is immigration, overpopulation threatens us all. Consequently, we go to as one world making these choices. Because there is no other way to survive. Accept it and quit complaining. Human population control is no longer a choice. 7. Redress of grievances are the most powerful words ever written because they make government employees at every rank accountable to the people themselves. That simple fact makes us rulers over our lives and our government and our employees. It is the power of society over itself, rather than the leaders of society gaining power over the lives of everyone with their rules. Consequently, to rule our employees by their oath and their work is to understand our law shall not be denied. We are the owners here, not some damn employee who has committed treason to remove our rights by destroying our Constitution in a courtroom and controlling or betraying our reality as a nation with lies, nor propagating their religious beliefs on us, as is the cult of a university knows everything and cannot be questioned or ignored. That ain't your job. Criminal punishment shall be appropriate when necessary, but not used as an example. For the entire text and more, visit www.trialoflife.info.